So new developments are happening in Russia, but not in Russia this time because the Irish government have stepped in to give their absolutely fucking useless opinion. Now, if you don't know much about Ireland, we are a neutral country and have always been a neutral country. During World War II, we didn't pick a side, but were obviously more favoured towards the Allies. During the Cold War, we were non-aligned to either side. The only side we were aligned to was the non-nuclear side. And it's kind of the one thing nearly everyone in Ireland agrees upon, that we should be neutral. And the reason for constantly being neutral is that we pretty much always been poor and we didn't have the money to afford, machines of debt, and putting a target on our backs would have just been fucking stupid. However, we have always been on a side. We've been on the side of the West. During World War II, if Allied soldiers landed in Ireland, we just brought them over to the North. If the Nazi soldiers landed, we usually put them in prisons. And recently enough, we have allowed American and NATO fighter jets and murder machines to refuel in Shannon Airport, which people fucking hate. However, recently our Taoiseach and second in command and Margaret Thatcher impersonator Leo Varadkar has had some strong words for Russia, which obviously Russia didn't give a fuck about. This is what he said: he plans to hit Russia where it hurts, and if going by his Irish career is anything to go by, he plans to install a housing crisis and a healthcare crisis and add a load of homeless people to Russia. And fair play to him for that. He's already done it in Ireland, so he may as well go abroad. And then our Minister for Defence and one of the blandest men in human history, Simon Coveney, said Ireland will not take a neutral stance on the Russia-Ukraine invasion. But this also goes alongside the fact that in recent weeks and months they have been talking about increasing the size of the military in Ireland, which doesn't actually sound that bad. But the amount that they want to increase it by is the exact same that NATO said we need to increase it by if we want entry into NATO. And here's where I stand on this. I would rather declare war against Ireland and fight my own country than see it join NATO. I believe in Irish neutrality. I don't believe any Irish people should die for a foreign war, especially one that they don't understand, when people in suits who will never die in a war, never go to war, will just stay here and make those decisions for them. And here's the thing: if Simon Coveney and Leo Varadkar really do want to help Ukraine, I will personally buy them their helmets and their guns and push them off in a raft and wave goodbye to them as they go, call him Big Bollock Leo, you go off and protect the Ukraine. And the thing is, those two politicians have also refused to increase the pay for soldiers in the Irish Army, so really do they care about the Irish Army, or are they just trying to be, again, Billy Big Bollocks in front of Europe? Now, does this mean we shouldn't help Ukrainian people? Obviously not. Extend visa rights to them, send food over, send donations, send money, absolutely all that. That will help and would be an absolute benefit to them. But getting Ireland to join NATO or join an EU army or sending troops over to the Ukraine to die is a fucking stupid thing, especially when those decisions are made by people in suits who will never experience the same and should just shut the fuck up.